Good evening, my fellow warriors. It is a beautiful Saturday night. I've already done one musing today, but you know what? I said, screw it, I'll do another one. Because I am very emotional right now, and I'm going through a lot. My name is Mike. I am the Director of Operations here at Beautifully Damaged. I am simply a mentally ill man expressing his emotions and his opinions on a public forum here at Beautifully Damaged. I'm not a mental health professional, nor am I a psychotherapist or a doctor. I'm just me. So here we go. Yeah. If many people out there have read my blog, my earlier blogs, you will come to realize that my dream was flight. Ever since I was a little kid, I'm talking little kid, like probably 3 or 4 years old, I've been fascinated by flight. It was just the freedom and being able to, travel very fast and being able to see the world from a different perspective that it's just an amazing thing. It's an amazing experience. And that's what I planned my life around. I was going to be a fighter pilot. My destiny was set. I was going to fly F-16s. So I studied my whole young life. I studied math, science. I studied all kinds of different flight equations. I studied military tactics and techniques, weaponry, munitions, the whole 9 yards. I mean, that was, the only thing at that time that was keeping me sane, was being able to study and to learn. It was my life. That's what I was going to do. My first time I flew a Cessna 152. And once again, this isn't arrogance. I'm just saying this to make a point. The flight instructor that went up with me, he said, it feels like you've been flying planes for years. It's unbelievable. That just reinforced the idea that my job was to be a pilot. So I continued studying. I spent my whole life, my young life, doing it. That's all I did. So when the military rejected me because of mental health issues, my world came apart. I was a kite without a string. And it made things worse. It didn't make anything better. I felt lost. I had no compass. I had nothing to use as a point of reference in which to point my life and to make my life special. And as many of you know, this was shortly after my kidnapping, which only made things even worse. So I didn't know what to do. I was lost. I didn't have a backup plan. Maybe that's my fault. I don't know. But considering as sociopathic and messed up as I was, it's no surprise. But I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. Which led to more drug abuse, more alcohol abuse, more craziness. Things got worse. But anyway. So that was a powerful motivator in my life. And when it was taken away from me, my one dream, the one dream that I had, was ripped away from me forever. I can't fly now because I'm mentally ill. The FAA doesn't allow people to fly that have personality disorders or any kind of mental illness, which the politics of that I could get into for hours, but whatever. So I am grounded, literally. And there's an airport right up the street, and these amazing F-16s with their afterburners roaring just fly down the runway, and you can see them taking off into the sky. It's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And it really hurts a lot to know that that's what I was supposed to do. That was my life. It still hurts to hear the afterburners going. It still hurts to see the AIM 9X Sidewinders on the wings. It's very difficult for me. And the reason that I'm talking about this is because I saw a video online of a great compilation of different jets. In fact, the main star of the show is the Mirage 2000N, beautiful airplane. But anyway, and that just kind of triggered me. It kind of threw me through an emotional loop again. And seeing as how I'm still recovering from yesterday's incident, it makes things a little bit more complicated. I didn't realize that was not my destiny, and it's still hard to let go of that struggle, that tug of war, to say, you know what, okay, you have to accept the fact that you will not fly. As much as you want to do it, you can't. So accept it and live with it. And it's kind of difficult, because when you have a dream, that's everything, But more importantly, my therapist, she brought up a very interesting point. She said, Mike, you're not a killer. That's what fighter pilots do. They kill people. And it makes sense. When I was 18, 19 years old, I will freely admit I wanted to kill people. After reactive attachment disorder, severe abuse, a kidnapping, all kinds of different things, I wanted people dead. I didn't care who I killed, but somebody was going to die. And that rage was very overwhelming. And I think, in retrospect now, she makes a very good point. She said, Mike, when you were 18 or 19, maybe you did want to kill people. But at your age now, with all the good things that you're doing, could you really drop, a GBU-24 and possibly kill innocent people? And I think to myself, could I press that? Could I press that trigger? And watch a 2,000-pound bomb blow up a school because the designator wasn't slaved correctly, or it was slaved on a wrong target. Could I do that? That's a question I ask myself a lot when I see these F-16s taking off, is could I really pull the trigger now and realize, and accept the fact that another life is gone because somebody ordered me to kill someone else? That is a really tough question sometimes. In the end, I guess, when we think about it from a rational standpoint, it's not about killing people. It's not about dropping bombs. It's not about, cluster munitions or anything else. What it really comes down to is just a need to fly. I don't think I could pull that trigger in good conscience. And if I did, I could only imagine, with my mental illnesses and disorders, that even if I was able to be a fighter pilot, I think it would just crush me even worse. Because as many of you know, I don't hate anybody. I don't wish death on anyone. And when I look back now, I say, you know what? I don't know if I could pull that trigger, because, I have to have a value system of some sort. And that value system is you don't hurt anyone for any reason. And dropping a bomb and possibly killing innocent people is something I don't think I could live with now. So I guess the silver lining is coming to the realization that I couldn't do it. I don't think I could. And it also, in my blog that I wrote a couple days ago, it also drives home the point that being an advocate and trying to save lives is what I was supposed to do this whole time. I just didn't see it. When I wrote that blog, it hit me like a ton of bricks that, I've gone through everything I've gone through. I've done the horrible things that I've done to help somebody else, to save a life, or to provide solace to somebody that may still be in the dark. They can't find that light pointing towards the end of the tunnel. And it was right here in front of my eyes the whole time. And I wasted so much time being angry at the world that I didn't see that this is my destiny. This was my destiny. This is my life now. So it is liberating in some senses. You know, but I still look at the sky. And I wonder, what would have become of me? I'd like to thank you for the extra musings of a scoundrel. I hope everybody has a blessed evening. And I hope everyone has a really great night. Thank you.